Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today is Friday, so that is weigh-in day. That is update time. We're gonna have a little chatty video today. I'll tell you everything that's been going on. We'll weigh in for the week, and I have an exciting announcement for you. So if you're excited, give this video a big, huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. I do a weigh-in every Friday, and I upload 4 to 5 videos every single week. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Definitely recommend those personalized macros and calories. That is what I followed to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite things are also down below for you. My free Facebook group, come join us, is also linked in the description box. So let's jump into my week, my weigh-in, updates, all the things. Happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. I am excited for the 4th of July. I'm not doing anything, to be completely honest with you. I am going live on TikTok this morning for Bomb Party. I'm doing a massive 4th of July party. You're not gonna wanna miss it. It's going to be so much fun. I have giveaways, all sorts of good stuff. I will link today's party down below for you. Tonight, I'm doing absolutely nothing. Maybe we'll cook out, maybe we'll barbecue tonight, but Lola's petrified of fireworks, so I'm really glad that we live in a community now that we don't have to worry about fireworks. I have a really busy weekend, so I'll be going to bed early. I'm going to enjoy the 4th of July for my TikTok bomb party and also for a barbecue tonight for dinner. But other than that, that's all we have going on for the 4th of July. However, I do have an announcement for today only. If you have been on the fence about getting your macros and calories done or purchasing one of my 4 recipe ebooks, I have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and dessert. They are on a flash sale for the 4th of July today only. Macros and calories are $10 off, and my recipe ebooks are half price. They're only $5 today only. This is the biggest sale I've ever done on macros and calories and the biggest sale I've ever done on my recipe ebooks, and it is today only. Sale ends at midnight tonight. So I will link those down below for you as well. And then, like I said, I have my TikTok bomb party, 4th of July bash today. If you would love to come join us. If you don't know what bomb party is, it is surprise jewelry reveals. It is so much fun. All of my jewelry is from Bomb Party. Everything I always wear is from Bomb Party. Amazing jewelry, amazing quality. And you order your piece and then we reveal it together, so you don't know what you're going to get. Same with rings. You pick your ring size, we reveal it together. And the rings come in fizz cubes. We drop it in water and it fizzes. So much fun. So that is happening right after you see at 9 a.m. today. 9 a.m. PST today is when the party starts, so right after you see today's video. Also this morning, I went to Tumamoc and did a hike with my boot camp group. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to breakfast with them after because I have my bomb party live, but it was so nice to do something different this morning and take a pretty intense hike up Tumamoc Mountain, Tumamoc Hill in Tucson. One of my favorite hikes because it's pretty intense. It's about 1.5 miles up and 1.5 miles down, and up, I mean up, like straight up. I think it's 500 or 600 feet of elevation gain in just over a mile. So it's a pretty intense hike, but I always feel really good and accomplished when I'm done with it. So that was a great way to start out the 4th of July. Then I came home, got ready, filming my weigh-in for you, and then scooting right over to TikTok for a bomb party. So it is a busy but fun day today. I want to give you a few updates before I tell you kind of an exciting announcement. I talked about this in last week's What I Eat in a Day very briefly, and I think in last week's weigh-in video, last week's Friday video, but I've made some decisions and I want to share that with you. But before I do, let's go over a few updates. First, let's talk about Troy. So Troy had a follow-up appointment with the vascular doctor post his vascular surgery. So he went in for that appointment. He wanted to check on Troy's stitches, and everything looks really good in his neck and behind his knee. So he actually removed the stitches from his neck and his knees. So he's still wearing bandages because it's still a pretty sensitive area, pretty sensitive wound while they continue to heal. So I've been in charge of putting bandages on the back of his knees for him because he can't see or reach them. And then he said that the stitches in his neck really hurt when he took it out, when the doctor took them out. But that is a pretty sensitive area, thinner skinned area. But the stitches are out and it looks like everything is recovering really, really well as far as his incisions go. He does want him to go in a couple of months and have an ultrasound of his abdomen to ensure that those stents that he has are still open and looking good and have flow. But the vascular doctor was really happy with how everything went with Troy's surgery. He wasn't expecting it to go as well as it did. So we are beyond grateful for that. Now we just have to hope and pray, cross our fingers, knock on some wood, that those stents stay open forever if possible, because we had them since 2018 stay open until now. So we're hoping for even forever or longer with those stents. It really helps with blood flow for Troy. He feels better. His legs are less achy and heavy, and his quality of life is just improved when you actually have blood flow up and down through your body. So things went really well. He was happy with Troy's results, and Troy is officially on the mend. In fact, I think he's going to be able to go and do some fun things starting this next week that he hasn't been able to do since his procedure. Palmer also had a follow-up appointment and saw the vet for a checkup on his little teeth that he had pulled. That little dog, we call him the Toothless Wonder. He's missing all his teeth in the front. He's so stinking cute with his missing teeth, but everything looked really good with him too. They did give us some little dental bones for Palmer to have a couple of times a week just to help kind of keep the teeth nice and clean. And then they gave us some tooth wipes, like things that you put on your finger to clean the teeth. So Troy is in charge of maintaining Palmer's teeth. We just want to make sure that he doesn't have any future incidences, because French Bulldogs are prone to breathing issues and tooth issues. I mean, he's only 4.5 and he had what, 5 or 6 teeth pulled. Lucky for us, it looks like his breathing issues look above average for a French Bulldog. So they look really, really good. So we're hoping this is the last time that little dog has to have any procedure, but he is back to his normal self. Nothing phases him. He's back to wanting to play ball all the time, talking and squawking away. He's back to definitely his normal self. So his checkup also went well, similar to Troy. Lola goes in on Monday to get blood work to check her kidney levels. I've been stressed about it all the last 2 weeks while I'm waiting for them to check her kidney levels. I am just hoping that they've stabilized. I definitely don't want them to progress. She is in stage 3 of kidney disease. There's only 4 stages and she's at the top of stage 3. So what I mentioned that we're trying to do is stabilize what's called creatinine in her kidneys, which is that level that dictates what stage of kidney disease that you're in. So we're trying to stabilize that with diet. Now, she has been a pain in the you-know-what when it comes to eating. Now she decided she doesn't like turkey lunch meat for her pills. And then I was giving her ham and she was eating the ham. Well, now she doesn't like the ham. So it's just a constant battle of trying to, number one, get her to eat. She doesn't like the kidney diet. So I've been having to mix it or put something in it. And then sometimes she eats it, sometimes she doesn't. As far as her pills go, she takes 14 a day. I give her pills 4 times a day, and now she doesn't like the meat the pills go in. So it's just a constant battle. Like I said, I feel like a pharmacist just dispensing out medication all day, trying to get her to eat, because if she doesn't eat, then the pills upset her stomach. She's getting older, so she's getting more picky, and her oncologist said that's totally normal, but it's really, really hard for me to figure out what to do. Like, I'll buy food for her, and her renal diet is really expensive, and then she won't eat it. So it's trying to figure out what is she actually going to eat long term, because her tastes change so frequently. And I'm really hoping that all of these weird, I don't like this now that I used to like 2 days ago, isn't because there's an increase in her creatinine in her kidneys. So I'm really nervous for Monday, but I'm also anxious to get the results and see where Lola's at. So I'll update you guys, probably a little update on Wednesdays, what I eat in a day, and then deep dive into that a little bit more in next Friday's weigh-in. But please send good luck, good vibes, good juju Lola's way for her appointment, and let's hope that we've got those kidney levels stabilized. My girl cannot have issues with her kidneys after battling lymphoma cancer twice. After battling cancer twice, we can't have her kidneys be her demise. So we have got to get those stabilized. So send your good love, prayers, and juju for me and Lola. Now for that announcement. So I did let you guys know that my friend Michelle is getting married in October, and she lives in Tennessee. So I am planning to go to Tennessee for Michelle's wedding. I am going down a few days early to go to Nashville with Amy, my friend Amy from New York. We're staying in Nashville for a few days. So I decided that I was going to go into a mini cut, not only for Michelle's wedding, that's just just kind of a motivation for the mini cut, but I also would like to see a little bit more muscle definition. And in order to see muscle, we have to shed excess fat. Now, I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with my weight loss. I'm happy with my body, but I would like to just shred down, lean down a little bit. So I am officially going to be going into a 10 week cut. And what I mean by a cut is a caloric deficit. We don't want to be in a caloric deficit for a long time. We should be going in spurts of cutting and then spurts of maintenance. So I've been in maintenance for quite a while now. It has been months and months since my last cut. So I'm going to be doing a cut for 8 to 10 weeks and then I'll go right back into maintenance. So that will take me through all of August and all of September. And then Michelle's wedding is the beginning of October. So I will be in maintenance for Michelle's wedding and for my trip to Nashville, which makes it so much easier to enjoy my vacation. But instead of waiting until August 1st to start my cut, I'm going to start it a little bit early. I want to get in those extra couple of weeks in July to make out about that 10-week cut period. So I redid my own macros and calories to give myself a caloric deficit, a mild caloric deficit. I'm not looking to lose a lot of pounds on the scale. Like I said, I'm looking to kind of lean down, lose the excess fat, lose the bloat, lose the inflammation so that I can see the muscle definition. And in order for me to do that, I have to be in a caloric deficit. That's the only way that we're actually going to lose weight. And I have to really shift what I'm eating to more whole, real food and way less processed food, because processed food causes bloating and inflammation. And I already suffer from inflammation. So I'm shifting kind of the foods that I'm eating for this cut. I'm going to be really focused on protein, even more than I am now, and eating a lot of just whole food, whole grains for my carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables. I'm still going to allow myself one treat meal every week because it's about sustainability and balance. And I'm not going to be miserable for 10 weeks. I'm going to do it in a sustainable, healthy way. So Troy and I typically go out to eat on Saturday. So I'm going to allow myself a treat meal, not a treat day, not a cheat day, not an entire day of indulging and going off the rails, but a single treat meal every single week that I will not be tracking. I'm also going back to tracking every day. So I let you guys know that I only track a couple days a week right now. And during my cut, I will be tracking daily. The only thing I will not be tracking is my treat meal, as well as I do not track any non-starchy vegetable or any supplement. Like I don't track my collagen. I don't track any supplement that I take, vitamin-wise, my creatine. I also don't track my loaded teas and loaded waters that I drink because they have 5 calories in them. But everything else gets tracked to the ounce. So I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. And the great thing about going into a cut period is there's an end to it. I know that come the end of September, I get to go back to maintenance and I get a lot more calories for my trip. And then hopefully I'm at my leanest, healthiest self when I go to Nashville and to attend Michelle's wedding. So that is the plan. I have also been working with Kayleen, who's my coach for Trainwell, which is my strength training app. I still use Trainwell 2 days a week when I go to the gym. I still have 14 free days with Trainwell. I will link it down below for you. I love it. I've been with them almost 2 years now. I love Kayleen, my coach. I've been working with her. So I'm going to actually be doing weekly check-ins with her. So my cut is officially going to start on Sunday, July 20th. That will give me 2 full weeks of July, 4 weeks in August, 4 weeks in September, for a total of 10 weeks for my cut. So I will be sending pictures to Kayleen in the morning of the 20th, my before pictures, and then I'll be checking in with her every single week with progress pictures, and we'll be doing measurements once a month. So on the 20th will be my first set of pictures and my first set of measurements, and then like I said, every week I'll do picture check-ins. I'll be sending her my tracker so she can look that over, and then once a month I'll be sending her my measurements. Now you guys also expressed interest in seeing kind of my cut process. So I think what I'm going to do is take you guys along with me on my cut, and we'll include those videos on Sundays. So I upload on Sunday twice a month. 1 video per month is my favorites, and then there'll be 1 video per month for the next 10 weeks that show my cut and my cut process. So the first video you're actually going to see is going to be the first Sunday after I start my cut, which is the 27th. And that's going to be the start of my cut and the first few days of what I'm eating on the cut, how I'm feeling, pictures, measurements, all of the things will be part of that video. And then, like I said, you'll get monthly updates in that 1 Sunday video a month on how my cut is doing. I'll probably do a little what I eat in a day here and there too, so you can see exactly how I'm navigating it. Am I miserable? Is it sustainable for me? Do I love it? Do I hate it? You're gonna know all about my cut. And if you are interested in doing a cut right along with me, then today's a great day to get your macros and calories done for a cut because they're $10 off today only. And then I can put you in a deficit just like me, and we can do this cut together. We'll be able to do this cut together, see our progress at the end of the 8 to 10 weeks together. So like I said, today's the best day to get those macros and calories done for the first time or redone if you want to go into a cut with me for the next few weeks. So I'm honestly really excited about it. I'm excited to see what my body can do because I've never really done a cut just to lean down and see muscle. I've always done a cut or been in a caloric deficit for weight loss on the scale, for fat loss. So I'm hoping for fat loss and leanness from this cut, and I'm excited to take you guys right along with me. On all my workouts for the week, as always, I have been taking Sunday as a rest day. I typically, during the step bed especially, only took Tuesday as a recovery day, but I've been taking Sunday as well since that's my meal prep day and I go live on TikTok for Bomb Party. So it's a pretty crazy day for me. I also ship all my orders on Sunday, so it ends up being a really long day. Now, during my 10-week cut, I'm going to try to get back to maybe taking a walk on Sundays or get back to doing my 30-minute run, just again, to help with the exercise, which leads to the caloric deficit, which helps with the cut. I don't want to commit to working out every single Sunday, but I'm going to try to incorporate a 6th day here and there whenever my schedule can fit that in. But that is something that I would also like to do during my cut period. Speaking of step bet, I am planning on starting another one, hosting another one come fall, so stay tuned for that. Once summer's over and it's cooler here and I can get out and move my body more, stay tuned for another step bet coming this fall. Let's quickly jump into my weigh-in for the week. So like I said, I got my workouts in. My food's been pretty good. I have not been tracking very much, but I'm also in a stage right now where I'm just living my life up until I go into this cut. I'm really trying to front load some extra calories right now as well, so that my body can, so I can basically reverse diet during this cut and lean down. So when I stepped on the scale today, I'm actually up 0.6 pounds. Now I'm about to start my cycle here in the next few days, so I imagine that that is a weird fluctuation, and you know I've mentioned multiple times that right before I start my cycle I'm at my leanest. So I would say later this week I'll probably see all that gone plus a little bit more, but I'm up 0.6 pounds as of today's weigh-in. That's a weight fluctuation for me. I didn't gain 0.6 pounds of fat. It's just a weight fluctuation. I will go ahead and pop up here on the screen that 0.6 pound weight gain, as well as my current weight and how much I have lost total. And let me know down below, how was your week? How was your weigh-in? What do you think about the cut? Are you gonna have your macros and calories redone to join me on the cut? Let me know down below. And one other thing I forgot to mention, which is also happening today only, the 4th of July, it also ends at midnight, is all of my merch. So my Jenn's Tribe merch, my Profi merch, my protein coffee merch, all of my merch is also on sale today only. So I will link my merch website down below for you. It is so much fun. The quality is really good. I have a lot of it. I have a lot of the t-shirts and hoodies. So I also have a sale on my merch today. So my merch, macros and calories, and my recipe ebooks, as well as today's Bomb Party here in about 15 minutes, is down below for you. Let me know again how your week was. I'm excited to hear from you guys. Thank you for your support and sending your love and prayers to Lola, Troy, and Palmer. I appreciate you guys so, so much. Happy Friday. I'll see you in tomorrow's grocery haul. Bye, friends.